meeting. Did you get the answers that you wanted?
So Nazanin doesn't want to speak, if that's okay.
Here we are again.
How was the meeting? Tell us about it. What did the Prime Minister say to you?
Yeah, so it was. I mean, it was a warm meeting. It's a happy ending. It's a much nicer to be in this circumstances and to be here relaxed and you know the main job is done. We talked to, I mean, Nazanin asked about, just want to say, Prime Minister, it took 6 years. It didn't need to have taken 6 years, and why did it take so long? And he talked through some of the complications and some of the attempts that he'd made when he was Foreign Secretary and then complications as Prime Minister. She wanted to say to him, I just want you to know that the mistake, the comments in 2017 had a lasting impact, and even when I was being interrogated at the airport, interrogated just before my last day, they brought up and said, listen, just tell us now, because obviously your Foreign Secretary and then Prime Minister reveals what you've been doing. You can tell us what you were really doing. It wasn't just you on holiday. She said, no, I lived with that for ages, and I know it was a mistake, but it lingered.
Did he apologise?
And then we talked, not explicitly. Then we talked, really about the risks for others. It's over for us. We're home, and you can see I'm lighter, I'm happier, I'm fatter again. Like life is picking up, but there are others left in harm's way. There's been 2 new French people picked up this week. There's a Swedish guy, new one, and one on death row. And we talked, about that risk. And specifically, listen, please do what you can. There's a guy, when they're really threatening to execute someone, that's a real red line, and that's a warning signal that if they're willing to kill one person, they'll be willing, everyone's not safe. So please do what you can for Murad and the other Brits, but also do what you can for all of those being held. And he said, listen, I wasn't aware of the case, but I will do what I can. And of course, he's just come back from Sweden, so fresh in his mind. So, warm and we had, best part of an hour.
One of the things the Nazanin and Richard did ask the Prime Minister is whether he would consider giving evidence to the Foreign Affairs Select Committee, which is doing an inquiry into Nazanin's case and why it took so long and all the steps taking up to having her released. So they've actually asked if the Prime Minister would give evidence, because we think that would be quite compelling and powerful, and he said he would look into that. I was really proud of Nazanin. She was sitting next to the Prime Minister, and she told him very clearly and categorically that his words had had a big impact on her, and that she lived in the shadow of his words for the best part of 4.5 years. I have to say the Prime Minister looked quite shocked, I think, when she said that, but I was really proud she did say that, because she wanted to make it clear to him that she's happy now, she's grateful, she appreciates the fact that she is home now, but there was a time when the words had a big impact. The other thing I raised is that Murad Tabaz, who's still in Iran and was meant to come home, he actually lived in Hampstead, so he was in my constituency before he went to America and then was detained in Iran, so we've got to make sure he comes back.